everyone, it's Tanya Marie and welcome back to my channel. So if you haven't already guessed it, for today's video I am showing you guys how to achieve this Wonder Woman look. Obviously Halloween is right around the corner, so I thought I'd give you a fun and glittery, of course, idea of how to celebrate the occasion. So if you want to see how I created this look, keep on watching. Woo, I turned that light on way too quickly and now I'm just blinded. Just give me 1 second. Obviously Wonder Woman is renowned for her beautiful long curly locks. So what I've tried to do is I've curled my hair and pinned it using bobby pins. I've actually tried this method a couple of times before and it has really worked to keep my curls in for longer, keep my hair more voluminous and achieve these really natural big curls. So I have done that with bobby pins. I've curled it all, pinned it in bobby pins, and it's all stuck up right now looking like this. But I promise you that by the end of it, when it comes out, it should look all big, bouncy and curly just like Wonder Woman. And if it doesn't, then trust me, it's just an unlucky day. So first things first, I'm going to prep and prime my eyelids with some eyeshadow primer, and my favourite one at the moment is the one by Urban Decay, which is the eyeshadow primer potion. So using the little brush, I'm just going to apply that to my eyelids. So because I'm going for that comic look, I thought that I would go with a darker shade for my eyebrows to make it a little bit more theatrical. So I am using a black eyebrow pencil by Primark. So I'm going to go in and line my brows. I mean, to think I couldn't look any worse, I'm just going down. But please bear with me because it will get better, you know, further into the video. But now I've lined my eyebrows, I'm going to line those with my concealer, which is the Maybelline Fit Me in shade 20. So now I've lined them out, I'm going to take the concealer that I've applied under the eyebrow all the way down to the eyelid to create a nice neutral base for my eyeshadow. Now we're going to move on to the eyeshadow, and I'm going to be using my Morphe palette in 35N. It's full of just matte colours, so I'm going to use this for all the base and the cut crease, and then we're going to go in with a gold shade for the eyelids. So I'm going to be using two brushes, one to apply the shadow and a clean brush to blend. I find it's literally the easiest way to blend out the colour and get rid of any harsh lines. So with my eyeshadow brush, I'm going to go in and apply a neutral tone to the socket. I'm going to go in with this brown here. As you can see, it's quite a popular one based on the lack of shadow left. I'm just going to tap, and then in circular motions I'm just going to apply that. Now we're going to go in with a darker shade to intensify the colour. So for that I'm going to go in with this one, again another popular shade as you can see. So and then this one I'm just working into the crease. So now we've intensified the colour, I'm going to go in with my concealer and cut crease. I'm going to take my time and do this very slowly as it is extremely tedious. But lucky for you, there's a fast forward edit, so I'll just speed it up. So you can see that I've taken the concealer only halfway round. So now that I'm done with that and it seems to have dried, so when I'm blinking it's not sticking up, I'm going to go in with this palette from Primark. I've used this in a previous video and I was actually really impressed with the pigment. So I'm going to go in with this gold and apply that on top of the concealer. So now we've applied the gold and we're looking pretty shimmery. I'm going to blend out the outer edge with the eyeshadow. So I'm going to go back in with that darker shade and just blend the two colours. So now I'm going to move on to liquid eyeliner, and I'm going to be using one by Revolution, and it's in this handy applicator to make things easier. And I'm going to go with quite a big eccentric winged liner, you know, to get in with that comic feel. So I really want to over accentuate my eye shape, so I have taken the eyeliner quite in to the inner corner to sort of create this sort of like cat eye look. So once that's done, I'm now going to take my eyeliner and draw over that cut crease very slowly, just to accentuate the comic look. And I'm going to take even longer doing this one. Really, the doorbell, the dog. But again, thankfully there is a fast forward edit to just speed up what is going to probably take me a while. Okay, so I managed to get it done, and it wasn't as hard as I thought. It was actually harder. So I would recommend that if you are doing this, take your absolute time. I mean, I did make a few errors, but I literally just went around back with my eyeshadow and just cleaned up the edges. And I'm actually pretty happy with that. Can't be perfect, but pretty good for me. So now I'm moving on to pencil liner, and I'm going to use a white for the waterline to make my eyes look even bigger, you know, in with that comic look. So I'm going to go in with the white pencil from Sleek. It's this white crayon and it really stays on really well. So I'm just going to apply that inside. Oh my god, it's broken in my eye. Ow. Sharpened and back again. So with that liner, I'm also going to line it right underneath the liquid eyeliner. Now obviously I don't have makeup on my face, so I'm not worrying too much about the mess that I'm making. I am literally just colouring in a bit of white underneath. So to also intensify that white colour, I'm also going to go over with this face paint palette from Revolution. So I'm going to go in with that white and just apply over it once I find a decent brush. I am starting to look pretty scary, but believe me, there is some method to my madness. So I'm going to go back with that black liner, and I'm going to, from the corner, connect it and draw a line directly under my lash line. So again, that's just going to make it look like I've got a bigger eye. The eyes are slowly coming together, and I've applied the liquid eyeliner underneath my lash line, but I've not been too worried on how neat or tidy that is, because I'm also going to go under with my eyeshadow after I put my foundation on, so I'm not too worried. So now I am going to clean my face and apply some primer, and we're ready to move on to the face. So I'm going to be using my Maybelline Fit Me foundation in shade 250. I'm going to apply it with a brush and then blend with a sponge. So now I'm going to go in with my Maybelline Fit Me concealer and clean up the edge of the line as well. Now that I've concealed and highlighted, I'm going to go in and contour, and I'm going to use a palette by Revolution. It's the Contour Cream, so I'm going to go in with the darker shade and darken those areas. See, I would normally, and I was just about to do this, I would normally do it on my forehead as well, but obviously we're going to go with Wonder Woman and she's got a crown, so I'm going to completely avoid that area. So now I'm going to go in and set the contour with my favourite translucent powder, which is by Illamasqua. So I want to add a bit of colour to my cheeks, so I'm going to use my favourite blusher by Kate Cosmetics, and it's in the shade Curvy. I'm just going to go in and apply that. So now we're going to go back to the eyes, and I'm going to apply some darker eyeshadow underneath the bottom lashes. Now I'm going to apply some mascara. So now I'm going to move on to highlighter, and I'm going to use my iconic Illuminator in shade Original. Ooh. So now I'm going to move on to the lips, and obviously it's going to be a ruby red colour, so I'm going to use the Velvet Lip Lacquer by MUA. I'll go in and go with that bright red. So now I'm going to go back with the liquid eyeliner and line my lips to get that real comic feel. So now I've lined my lips, I'm just going to go in with a black eyeshadow, and I'm just going to blend in the edges, just add some more depth to them. Then again with that white, I'm going to try and add some light to the lips, and it just creates that sort of comic look. So now the fun but scary part, the crown. This is going to be really scary. So with my liner, yes, I'm going to take this massive risk. I am going to try and draw a sort of upside down triangle. I'm going to take my time, take it slow. We'll see, there we go. So I'm going to start off just with the middle point. So we'll say about... Oh, scared. Oh. That was one of the scariest things I've done, but I think I haven't done too bad a job. I did make it a bit of a mess, so I have tried to go on with concealer just to clean up some edges, and now I look like I have a monobrow and 2 eyebrows. Good look. So now I'm going to go in back with that Special Effects palette by Revolution, and inside there's a gold, so I'm going to use that and I'm going to apply that all into this area. So I thought that I could step it up a notch and go with a glitter crown, because my life hasn't been hard already trying to do this look. So I bought a loose glitter from Barry M and also a glitter glue from Revolution. So I've never actually used glitter glue before, so I'm just, I don't know what to say, it's coloured, which I'm surprised about. Ignore the rest of my hand, it's got a lot of makeup. Okay, so I don't actually know how this is going to work. So we're going to experience this together. I'm going to open this. I'm really scared. I'm going to make such a mess. Oh man. That is not good enough. Did it. Got it. Right. I'm going to go with the glitter glue. Just dab that. I'll just maybe dab that everywhere. Oh, look at that. Oh. Okay, I'm liking this. Woo. Wow, my head has never felt so sticky. Right, I think I'm going to go in with the black again, just to line up the edges. But wow. So I am golded up on the head and I am actually loving this. Although I feel extremely sticky, feel like I've been kissed by the sun a million times. I mean, look at that. So the little red star that goes into the crown, I was going to print this out on some paper and then cut it out, but then the printer decided to stop working, so desperate times call for desperate measures. Luckily I found a red filer that I just simply cut out a little star. It's a bit of a dodgy one, but we'll have to do, so I'm going to go in with that glue and just try and stick that down. Okay, so that didn't look as bad as I thought, and I'm actually quite happy with that. So now I'm going to go back with my liquid eyeliner and accentuate some features for that final comic look. Okay, this is going to take some time. So first off, where I've contoured, I'm going to try and just draw a line. So that is the finished look. So now I'm going to take out my hair for the big Wonder Woman reveal, and I really hope that this turns out nice. So taking the hair out, and I must admit there are some bits that look better than others, but you know what, I'm happy with the overall look and I had so much fun filming this, so I really hope you guys enjoy. So thanks again for watching, and I hope to see you guys next week for my next video. Thank you, bye!